Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. I guess friends ain't be dropping gems. Always keep it genuine. Knowledge, power, and some funny. Every week, every Monday. Pure, real, and honest. Tap in, leave a comment. You're tuning in to Mattie Mondays.
All right, we are here. What's up, y'all? We are finally back live and in real time here for Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. I am your host, Mattie B, songwriter, creative, all around. Yes, I'm super excited to be back here live, as you guys can see, in studio and in real time. So I'm gonna pause the calls. I'm gonna get in the comments and see who is here, and we're gonna get into it. I'm not gonna hold you guys very long, but we're gonna dive into a replenitive or generative conversation, pretty much a check-in. All right. So y'all can hear me, maybe not see me. Is that the case? How am I coming through for everybody? So I'm also trying a cool setup. Got 2 cameras going for myself. Just want to make sure that I'm coming through good sound-wise and video. So Crystal Twin, let me know. You can hear and see. All right, let me know. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, let me get up in these comments. What's up, Crystal? C.Styles in the building. Lena, what's going on? How you doing? I'm gonna pop these up here. Happy Mattie Mondays. Happy Monday. Twin in the building. What's going on, Twin? Aunt Tan, there we go. How you doing? I hope that the day has been pretty good for everyone. You're so silly. Thank you for that compliment, Crystal. Yes, but tonight is entitled, and let me see. So I'm glad I went live on here because this computer is taking her precious time. Get this flyer up here. Tonight is entitled Mission Focused. And the question I'm posing are you clear on your mission? Straight like that. Are you clear on what your mission is? And then we're just gonna really quickly, well, of course we do our best to let it flow, but the goal is to just get into considering what the journey has been so far, what lessons have been learned, and then like what action steps need to be taken or considered going forward. All right, what else we got in these comments? Let me get back over here. Mama Mattie in the building. Hey, Ma. What's up? Musician Tailors in the building. Yes, another Mattie Mondays. We are here. Chev in the building. What's up? Greetings. Again, I hope that everybody's having a great day. It's been a pretty good day for me. Definitely planning, definitely on par with the topic for me. Just some deep diving, a few conversations on just figuring out alignment, where focus needs to be, and how to get to the goals. And we see this across the board in different areas of our lives. So we very well could be in different spots, but I'm just gonna go run through a little checklist. We're gonna do our thing per usual, have a conversation back and forth, and just get some of your thoughts out, get some of my thoughts out, and just see where we are. I know every single time there is no exception that we are live and interactive. I walk away with an expanded perspective and new thoughts and ideas. So super grateful for y'all for that and for this space that we have all created here together. Now I can't stop looking at my clear skin. Thank y'all for the compliment. Awesome. There we go. Already in there. Mission clear, but tweaking the process. Absolutely. All right. So before we deep dive, really quick reminders about what's coming up and what has taken place. So I'm going to start with the Sink or Swim Diving Deeper film premiere that is coming up down here in Atlanta, Georgia on July the 14th. Super excited for the moment. We started out on this film, the full feature-length film, the January before last, so 2023 January, and we are here now with the final product and ready to put it on display for our close friends and family and just networks. So I'm super excited about that. It is July the 14th. I have some things to pop up on here. This is what it is when you see the flyer. The story is centered around London Elixir, London's journey in sink or swim, or excuse me, in sink licensing. And the goal for this, and those who are able to catch it, if you're not in Georgia, there's still an opportunity to see the movie. We have our virtual links. We'll make the movie available, so I'll make sure to share that. But we've shot London's story to date, specifically based on her journey and getting our songs and her productions placed in films and shows. As you guys see when I share different placements, a lot of those are coming through London. But she's sharing the journey, and her point and perspective was, why not go ahead and have the conversation now? And which I think was a great point and a great idea. And I think it will prove to be more beneficial because most people are at this stage, the working process, the trial and error, the figuring it out. And as she's in a moment where she's gaining momentum still, she's still inside of the middle ground where she's still, hitting that next level. And most of us lie there. And this is an opportunity for people who are aspiring and walking the journey with her, like myself, like our team, even to learn from her, to get a lot of gems, and to get it in docu form, where all of this information is spread in so many different corners. But we've taken it, and she has compacted it, and we have shot it and displayed it. You get to learn more about her, and then just the educational piece. So we're super excited. We're super proud of the product and the movie that we've created. So that is happening July the 14th. Again, if you are in Georgia, it's going to be at the Plaza Theater. And if you are not in Georgia and cannot make it out, the film will be made available. You can get a virtual ticket for a discounted price, and it will be made available on July the 14th, and you'll be able to access it for several weeks. To take advantage of that opportunity. And tickets can be found at sinkorswim.splashstat.com. So super excited about that. Thank y'all in advance. Thank you to everybody who has already lent a hand in sponsoring, grabbing their tickets, providing gear, providing consultation, marketing, all of the things that everybody has lent a hand in. Thank y'all so much for that. And I'm going to segue right into a recap. So last week, so you guys saw me in a really cool space called Privy. I'm pretty sure that I'm pronouncing that properly. It's a workspace owned by a Black couple that I came to know in real time last Monday. But we were there for an interview. So on top of the Mattie Mondays time, I was present at another interview. So of course I dropped the episode on you guys a little earlier. And I was there with the Sink or Swim crew. Thank you, Chevy, musician Tailors, Troy, Johnny Cabell. It was an amazing time. We had a great time. He did an amazing job, like taking on 4 different personalities, 4 different people with all of our expansive things and again personalities, and just gifts that we had. And interweaving it within the conversation. Shout out to Mama Mattie, my mama, for calling in and talking on the show live. So that was really cool. I appreciate you being brave to call in and stay on the line and into the live show. But that link will be made available underneath this YouTube video. So you guys can go check that interview out. It was a lot of fun. DJ Superstar, who was actually a young man, a producer, a DJ from Winston-Salem, y'all. So our hometown. He's a little bit younger than me, but so we didn't cross paths in school, but he's a Winston-Salem Trade 4 native. So that was really, really cool. So shout out to DJ Superstar. It was a great space, a beautiful workspace, even beyond the studio space. So that was super exciting. A great interview that you guys can go check out. And I'll have it linked inside of, again, this YouTube video, so you can click on it. I know we got a lot of YouTube and podcast listeners. When you're about your day working in the yard with your earbuds on, or just working around the house, washing dishes, it'll be a great and fun interview to pop on. Oh, we got some new. Oh, Uncle Milton and Eileen. Thank y'all for joining in. We are here at Mattie Mondays. For our new eyes and ears, this is Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. And just briefly, we have created a space where I am able to connect and stay connected every week, every single Monday, with my family, my friends, my community, my music community, all of that in one area. So this is what Mattie Mondays is. And beyond that, it's a place where we exchange ideas and thoughts, and we tackle topics that are relevant to all of us. Even though we're all in different workspaces and careers and on different journeys and paths, we always find a common thread in everything we discuss. So that is the space we've created, and that's, what we're back at tonight. Yes, Mama Mattie on the call. And shout out again to DJ Superstar. Yes, he spun that Big Energy record. Excellent segue. Big Energy is still out in streaming live, so you can go download Big Energy if you have not. And I know most of you in this room have. So with that, you can go play Big Energy wherever you've downloaded, wherever you stream your music. It is alive and well, and I'm super excited. We are nearing the show that we mentioned earlier in the year that Big Energy got placed on. So I'm super excited for that second season to hit. And of course, you guys will be the first to review it. I will make sure I clip up the scene if it's appropriate. I'm praying it's an appropriate scene. But I will clip that scene up and make sure that I bring it back over here and share it with you guys and let you know when that show, Reasonable Doubt Season 2, so episode 1, when that drops. And I believe it is August the 22nd, but I will be sure to keep you guys updated and to let you know when that occurs. And also, I had an amazing conversation with Recreate, a great interview, just talking mainly on the lines of just music and navigating this space in this industry, and this, from the business to the creative arts part. So that was an amazing interview. I will also have that linked up underneath this video in the bio. All right, guys, so let's get into it. So this is what we came for: conversation. All right, so let me grab my notes. Again, I got two views, so this is kind of cool, streaming from one place and streaming from my computer and my phone at the same time. So this is kind of dope. All right. So again, our topic tonight is mission focused, with the exclamation point. So mission focused, and I chose to phrase it that way and not make it a question, but a statement, because we don't really have a choice. Like, that's where we're at. That's where we should be. And that's where we're all in a position to be mission focused. We have things that we're doing. We have goals. We are all on our different journeys and in different pockets of our life. But today is to capture that we all are on a mission. But at the first of this month, into another quarter, it just felt like a great moment in time for me personally, and then I'll discover whether it is for you guys too. But to just do a self-check. For a lot of us, we might find ourselves in a moment of cleaning house, literally and figuratively, just decluttering different spaces to where we can focus, and even on our mission, getting our focus even more and more narrow and on point. Um, that definitely, I always meet these moments in time in all the different areas of my life, whether it's career or spiritual or even physical, the way I eat, my health. There's always moments in time where I have to sit down and recalibrate and just self check. Even if there's nothing to be fixed in certain areas, it's necessary. It's necessary to take a peek and just to make sure. And tonight, I'm just going to pose a few questions. The goal is just to spark some thought, and we can dive as deep as you guys would like, and just get into it. So as we have this conversation, just think of, we're just harping on like our different goals and the missions that we have. And it could be the bigger mission. I know sometimes we find that we get so caught on the career path and just going to work that we kind of throw out the mission, the spiritual mission, the mission that God has for us, and even inside of that. So I encourage you to consider that part as well as we talk about the layman things, the day-to-day things. Consider how that looks on the spiritual level too, because that's a big one for me. As much as I'm on the go doing a lot of things, just had the opportunity to go connect and record with a friend, Twan, and a group of creatives that plugged in studio earlier today. Just as I'm moving around, it's good for me to remember like my why, and beyond my personal selfish goals. God has given me a gift of not just the tangible gift of singing, but just being able to be in spaces and rooms with different people and connect. Um, Physically, to get around is definitely a gift, at my leisure, when I want, at my will. And just this opportunity to, again, the biggest one is connect with people, even specifically in this space now. And I have to self-check and make sure that I'm not forgetting about God's purpose for me inside of something, in a passion that I just really, really enjoy. So that's a big thing to consider as we talk through this. And we just work through asking ourselves and just double checking, are we mission focused? What needs to go and what needs to stay. All right, so I got a few things written out. So we're gonna run it. For some of us, we are in moments of reconciling things, for taking a shift, for shifting our targets and our goals, and also again for literally and figuratively clean a house. It could be in our mindsets, our beliefs, our behaviors, and just where we want to just set our targets on. I think that some of us might not even need to make shifts in certain areas, but the goal or the purpose could be to just making sure you're maintaining the energy, and maintaining the passion that you have. All right. All right. So a few questions just to pose. And again, I'm not going to keep you very long. Let me hop back over here. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank y'all again for popping in here. Eileen, Uncle Miller. All right. So the few questions that I have is, first and foremost, what are your goals? I'll start spiritually. I don't usually go there. I'll usually take the easy route out and talk music. But you guys know in general my music goals. But I'll hit this list and I'll be thinking the spiritual answers. And this wasn't prepared, so this will be great to like kind of do it impromptu. But again, what are our goals? What is the goal? And my goal is to make sure that, how do I phrase it? I know that God wants my light to shine, but I think the spiritual goal that God has for me is to make sure that I'm using my voice in moments where it's needed. And of course, musically, and certain topics and songs, in those ways to give messages. But what I've found, as much as I can talk, and people might hit my line, and we just talk through things, and I guess for lack of better words, like give counsel. In a lot of moments, I find I think a big part is just making sure that I'm connected with God so that I have the right words to give. And that even when, my chest gets tight or my throat gets tight, I don't know if y'all ever experienced that. But when I know the Spirit is speaking to me, to make sure that I share those thoughts and ideas. And when it gets tight and God is telling me to be quiet, getting better at not speaking up in moments. So I think for this, just on a spiritual level, what are the goals? The goal is to make sure that I'm using my voice properly. And then what are the needs to execute the goal? Again, I'll flip it just to make sure you guys are following me. If it's a career thing, like, do you have all the resources? Like, do you have the proper teammates? Like, what are the needs to execute the goal? And then back on me for this spiritual example, for me, it's just making sure that I'm staying physically rested, hydrated, healthy, and then making sure that I'm staying connected with God, having conversations, praying throughout the day, asking for what I need, and being in a consistent state of gratitude. I think that's a huge one, especially when I'm doing good in those moments, and especially in the space of gratitude, I can feel a difference just around me and my body and my energy and how I interact with other people, and just how the flow of life goes. So that is a big one that matters, and a need, an ingredient that needs to be there when I go to execute. All right, so let me hop back over here real quick. We got Mogul Mall in the building. What's up, my brother? And we got Aunt Cent. Hey, Aunt Cent, thank you for popping in here. If you're just now joining us, we're just having a brief conversation on the topic around mission focus. Just touching base with ourselves on where we are in our missions, whether it's career-based, health-wise, spiritual, personal relationships, even work relationships, all those things. Where are we on our mission? And this moment is to encourage you to stay mission focused. But to also do that, we got to take stock of where we are, and making sure that if there are tweaks that need to be made, this is a good time to consider those things, take a look at those things at the top of the month, new quarter, and halfway through the year, y'all. We are halfway through the year, July the 1st. It has been a good one, but my God, it definitely picked up and has been running maybe since like March is when it just started to feel like it started taking off for me in my world. So yes, we are here, July the 1st, and not to wallow in doubt. It's just to take where we are right now in this moment, and consider what we need going forward. All right, the third question is, what are the barriers? That's the easy one. I can list these all day, and I'll give you just a few. But a barrier to me, the spiritual goal of just using my voice properly, and in the moments, and placing it properly. Barriers would be just so many distractions, from my daggone cell phone to sometimes people calling in moments, or people pulling in moments where it's kind of hard to say no. Yes, definitely electronics. And then my own thoughts sometimes just get crowded. Case of just overthinking things, not being confident and sure, and in some moments of like how I'm using my voice, and in not always being so sure of placement, and when it's good to speak up. So yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Just making sure that I'm confident and sure. But again, to execute that is just making sure that I stay connected, tapped in, and in consistent prayer and consistent states of just being grateful and thankful and aware of what is always running and functioning through me and around me in the background, which is, my higher faith. All right. The fourth question is, how can we get over and around those barriers? The easy one, well, simple one, not easy, but the first barrier that I mentioned, electronics, putting my phone down, creating some parameters of when and where I can pick this thing up, or this computer. The computer is really, really a big one too. But creating like boundaries in the usage, which is pretty difficult when I'm always working on content for myself, for other people. But it can be done. It can be done. So that is something to consider for sure. A way to get around the boundaries. And then just in confidence in the moment, just getting consistent with listening to that voice. And I do really feel like the voice gets louder and louder the more tapped in and connected and focused we are. So yes, those are our 2 ways to tackle the barriers that I mentioned. All right, so let me pause this. A couple more questions. I just want to make sure that you guys are with me and just see where your mind is at. And I'm gonna post to you guys here in the chat, what is the goal that came to mind? You can give me more than one. So you can give me maybe 2 to 3, or a goal that came to mind when we mentioned mission focus. Like, where is somewhere in your life or something in your life where it does feel like a time to make sure you revamp, just maybe take a peek at where it's headed, how it's going, what type of momentum is there. What does that look like for you in this moment? I will pause for the calls. You may want to sing it. Mike Jones. Michael Jones, thank you for being here. Chevy shares, third quarter, time to do another personal SWOT. Awesome. Yes. SWOT analysis on life, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Absolutely a perfect moment. And I see how you were specific SWOT analysis on life, and then taking the opportunity to break those down in even more specific areas. It's a great one. Mom shares, Mom Mattie. I think my gift is to serve. I have fallen short. I need to get back to using my gift. Heard that. Okay. That's a good one. That's very transparent, and I love that. Just being honest about where you're falling short. I definitely can relate, and just making sure that I'm using my voice in moments that are beyond the creative, and what I'm saying, beyond the mundane. Tan shares, my gift is loving, to be a blessing to others. Awesome. And then what does that mission look like for you? Like, are you in a moment in time where the momentum is like great and revving? Are you in a moment in time where you feel like you need to be refueled or redirected? What does that look like for you right now? C.Styles shares, building on meaningful relationships. Awesome. Okay. That's the mission. Dope. Intentional time and communication. That's excellent. That's a great one. So your mission focused, is relationships for your mission. And the action steps from what I read is, that's dope. Making sure they're meaningful, or building on the meaningful ones, and then doing that with spending your time intentionally and communicating intentionally. That's dope. Tan shares, I need to work on putting the same energy in myself as I do in satisfying others. I can see that. You always have such a one. Thank you. Again, and I guess I can give myself some credit. These are, I guess, Mattie Mondays, especially when we can sit and actually connect in this way. These are moments in time where where I am using my gift of, using my words and ability to communicate and have discord. And even though it's not always specifically a spiritual topic, there's always that undertone that we have here in this space. So yeah, thank you. Facts. All right, y'all. I promise. All right, I'm gonna get into the last couple, and we shall depart. All right, so a couple more that I thought were pretty good, and they kind of came a little last minute, but again, they were just thoughts, and I thought they were important to share. Wait, before we get into it. Hey, Gloria. Glow is in the building, y'all. Thank you for being here. Gloria shares, I know what I want to do. However, at this moment, there are a few obstacles that are keeping me from sharing my gift with people. I'm in the process of refocusing and asking God for direction. Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. That's a great example. Even in knowing sometimes it's the action step is to sit still and wait for direction. Thank you for that. It's a great share. A great share. All right, so where do we leave off? Barriers. How we can get around the barriers. And I thought this was a good one. And it's obvious, but it is really, really good to consider this from spiritual to career to all of those things. But what time frame do we need it completed by? For me, it's a right now, and it's a constant practice in using my voice inside of this mission and this gift of being able to connect with people and using it properly and timely. Yeah, it is a right now. I know we are all experiencing different things in our corners, but loss and just time on this earth in this life. We know it's real, and there are moments that remind us. And I've definitely had a moment recently that reminded me that tomorrow's not promised. So, the time frame that it needs to be completed by is now and constantly and consistently. And that's in my case. But even moving it to career and work and music and production and videography, all those different things. When I'm feeling overwhelmed or just clouded so much to the point where you don't want to do anything, this is a good question that helps to just kick me back into gear. It's like, okay, you might be a little fatigued and just in overdrive, but inside of making sure you're taking care of your health and taking breaks and pauses, I think that it serves us to be aware of time, and not as a stressor, but as a reality and an ingredient that keeps us accountable. So again, the question is, what time frame do we need it completed by? And if the mission is now, then I imagine for all of us, like the time is now. And then of course, in the case, which is a great example of Gloria, where it's knowing the mission, but being in the time to sit still, to hear from God and to find a clearer direction. But even inside of those things, we can frame, frame the time to hold us accountable. So I think that's a really powerful question inside of revisiting our mission. Lena shares, I love it, Gloria. Me too. Dope. All right. The next to last, who are our allies? This isn't one that I commonly would even have thought to write down. Just because a lot of times we get in our corners, and I lean on my friends, my family, I have teammates, but even sitting down and just thinking it out in the different areas of my life, spiritual, career, physical health, finances. Like, who are our allies? Who are we learning from? Who are we communicating with? Who is in position to hold us accountable? So who are your allies inside of this mission that you're on? So, a lot of the thoughts that are probably coming to our mind are gifts and our understanding with God. So they're, somewhat solo missions, but inside of these missions, there we have allies. We have people that lift us up. We have people who reignite our flame at times. So that's super important for me to consider, to be aware of. And even in the list of allies, in what ways do they plug in, and do they help in certain areas of my life? And then even in putting those thoughts together and out there and down on paper, it'll help to see who are not your allies. So that it's super important, and who may need to be removed from certain spaces, and not 100% in your life, but just maybe from just certain spaces that they are not even necessarily bringing value to, but that they are taking energy from. So who are your allies? And I guess digging a little bit deeper, who are they and what roles do they play? Again, like I just referenced. So that is my complete talk and share, and just brain dump and brainstorm on being mission focused, what that looks like in the moment, and how we can take advantage of the first of the month, the start of another quarter, halfway mark through the year. Take advantage of this moment in time to just consider where we are, to take a look at where we are. And again, you might find in some instances where it's all good here. It's just keeping and maintaining that momentum. And then maybe in some other spaces of life, it needs a complete overhaul or some reworking. So thank you guys again for being here, for being vulnerable and sharing your thoughts and ideas inside of the space, as we continue to grow and stay committed and faithful. I really, truly, again, just in the vein of gratitude and just being thankful. I'm super grateful for everybody that has popped in, for everybody that has been here over the last 2 years, consistently with me. It is not a space if it's just me here alone. So thank you to everybody. Ashley, Chevy, Mama Mattie, Crystal, Twin, Aunt Tan, Lena, Glow, Maul, Jay Shine, Mike, everybody who popped in tonight. Who am I missing? Aunt Eileen, Uncle Milton, everybody, who Natalia, our regulars, our regular Mattie Monday members. I really, really appreciate y'all's consistency here with us and with me. Again, this platform does not thrive and does not exist, and these conversations can't be had if you guys are not here and committed and interacting and talking back. So I appreciate it. Mogul Mall, yes sir, yes sir. All right. Make sure I got my digital checklist today. I'm being a little fancy over here. But yes, again, I find it super, super beneficial. And especially when I take and put it on paper. So hopefully this has been helpful to you guys. Before we depart, I also want to remind you, just a couple weeks ago, my birthday passed, and we had a merch drop. So thank you to everybody who has copped a tee, who is rocking their shirts, who has sent us pictures. What's up, Nene? Thank you for popping in here. Everybody say hello. Nishan in the building. Nene's in the building. No, absolutely. It is appreciated. It is appreciated. So on my birthday, we had a merch drop. I guess Mattie B Music along with Chevy and musician Tailors, helping push that brand, push the brand, my brand forward. And let me go ahead and get this up here. Again, thank you everybody who has been rocking their tees. If you see on my social media, after my birthday dinner, we attended the basketball game, the Atlanta Dream, the WNBA game versus the Fever. And my friend Jaree happened to be going. She popped up to the game in her Mattie B tee. My uncle June and cousin Nadia, I went with them. They encouraged me to come on and pop out to the game, which was a lot of fun. And they rocked their Mattie B tees. I know I've seen Crystal. Everybody was rocking it at dinner. Moms rocked her Mattie B tee. Chevy. Ogechi put hers on the spot. Crystal rocking her, sent some dope photos and posts, and your Mattie BT. We got several orders coming through, so thank you guys for being on top of that. And for those who are not familiar with what I'm referencing, let me get those up here. They can be found at MattieBmusic.com. You're so silly. And let me pop these up here. So here are our Mattie B tees. Super excited. The photo on the tee of myself was shot by a good friend of mine, DC Films. He did a great job. He is responsible for the rollout, the looks that you guys have been seeing over the past several months. This year, the model-esque photos. So I'm super grateful to you, DC, for getting those amazing captures. And we've taken one and put it on a t-shirt, and we are calling it the Mattie B tees. So here they are. Here is a display to see how to rock them. Let me get out of the way. Mattie B tees. The options online are black, white, blue, and tan. And here's a cool way to put it together, rocking it with some really, really fly sneakers. This is the blue look. This is our tan. This is the white, the Mattie B white tee. And then our black. We are super, super, super excited about these looks. Again, they are available at MattieBmusic.com. Easy, seamless checkout. And yeah, man, they're pretty fly. So thank you again, Chevy Musician Tailors. The Matties, you're right. The Matties, for sure, for sure. And yeah, shout out DC. Thank you, brother, for those beautiful, beautiful captures. All right, here we go. Oh, awesome. That's a fact. Who will show up for and who show. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love you too, Uncle Milton and Aunt Eileen. Thank you guys for popping in on the conversation. Right. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Always feel the love. And it's the easy flow. Easy flow. And that's always great confirmation to hear. So I appreciate that. I will definitely keep brain dumping, sharing, and just letting, like, truly guys, these conversations sometimes come on Mattie Monday in the morning or in the evening, as I'm getting set up and putting together. But it's truly a flow and a download that comes out, and I'm just able to share my thoughts and feed off of y'all's energy. So I super appreciate it. And I do not take this space for granted. Love to Lena from Flow Glow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, Big Energy is out right now. We haven't done this in a couple of weeks, so we're gonna get it. We're gonna close out today's session with Big Energy. But before we depart, I wanna make sure that we are intentional this week. There is work to be done. My God, I'm planning to do and some fires to be lit. But before we depart, can everybody take a moment and drop in the chat one thing that you're going to be intentional about on your mission? What up? What up, Juice in the building? If everybody would take just a moment to drop one or two, whatever, but at least one thing in the chat that you are going to be intentional about this week. Just one thing. A big one for me, and I kind of started over the weekend, but a big one I'm going to be intentional about this week. And I guess it's in alignment with my spiritual mission, just making sure that I use the gift of just connecting. But I am going to continue to make phone calls to family members that I have not connected with in a while, and just hold space. Like, had a great conversation with my Aunt Susan just yesterday, about an hour, just catching up, man, just catching up on life. So I'm gonna continue to make those phone calls, tap in with my family members, and yeah, man, make sure that I am using my time wisely and in ways that are more important than just work. And Mattie B, awesome, yes, 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 yes. I'm excited about the look. But they are there. Big Energy, the black tea is still available on the site as well. But when you hop over on to MattieBmusic.com, you will see those up and popping. It's MattieBmusic.com. Awesome. All right, so give it to me. One thing, at least one thing that you're going to be intentional about this week. Again, for me, is making those phone calls, putting time aside to tap in with my family members, specifically my greats and my aunties and uncles. Making those calls. Lena shares, focusing on my workload, setting work goals, and reviewing training materials so I can do better at this new job. Dope. All right, so you diving in, face forward. That's good. Yes, dig in, my friend, dig in. Chevy shares, to continue to spread the word about people staying on top of their mental health. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's get it. Nene shares, my peace of mind. That's a great one. Be intentional about your peace of mind. I love that. I love that. Make sure be sure to give yourself some beautiful ways to put that into action. Like maintaining and being intentional about your peace of mind. That's dope. That's dope. That's a great one to keep with us. All right, y'all. What are your intentions for the week? And I know some of you guys are on the move, so I'm gonna give you a few more moments to get back to your phones and type into your phones or your computers. Nah, that's a great one. No, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Not as important. I'll get in my little bag. I hadn't been as good as I have been in the past of making those phone calls, but I'm getting back to it. I will send a text here and there, but even that, I need to get better. I need to get back or get back in the groove, because it matters. You know, just don't want, even when texts come through to me from people I haven't talked to in a while. It matters to know that, you know, other people are thinking about you and praying for you, and that's a huge blessing that I always hold on to. I know there's always my cousins, my second cousins, my great aunts and uncles, my aunts and uncles. I know there's always somebody praying for me and considering me. So I could pick up the phone and call. All right, C.Styles shares, continuing to focus on my health and completing tasks. Awesome. I know you've been getting to it. It's really, I don't know why it excites me, but it does to see you hitting your workout goals and your walking goals. I just think it's dope. So excellent. Yes. Completing tasks. I need to throw that in mind too. I can look around this room right now and see several tasks that are mental notes that need to be activated and completed. So that's a great one too. I have been on. I actually did get up. I did some, got back to my little 100 jumping jacks, some 100 punches and leg lifts. I usually will randomly do those things around the house. So getting back into that flow too. It just feels good to take, and I use it as a break away from the computer, so to have to stand up and go get my heart going a little bit. So I'm gonna keep that. Try to keep that in the wheelhouse. Gloria shares being focused and intentional about my moves. Always keeping a positive mindset in the midst of this uncertainty. That's a good one. That is a good one. I had a conversation, a restructuring this conversation, throwing out thoughts earlier with my mom, and just things I need to take care of and tackle. But what was different in this conversation versus times that we've had similar conversations in the past is like not being overwhelmed, having a sense of overwhelm or stress. Like it's things that need to be taken care of that I have to do, that I have to focus in on. But the stress didn't come down on me. So that's or at least that's kind of how I read what you said, what I kind of took from that, allowing a positive mindset in the midst of this uncertainty. Like the scenario, the situation exists, but what we can fight to control, and I know there's pressure and there are things being thrown at us, but what we really truly can fight to control is how we go through the uncertainty and the through the missions. Uncle Milton and Eileen share, we are going to be checking in on family more often going forward. Awesome. I know y'all be moving and shaking, but no, that's great. Facts. That workout and hitting those tasks. Mama Mattie shared to pause and be more patient. Being intentional about pausing and being more patient this week. That's good. I need to do that too. Especially with my little puppy friend. He right here. He just came over here and started looking at me. He probably like, okay, now you've been talking to the screen enough. But yes, pausing and being more patient. That's a big one. And my little buddy has been my he definitely has been my trial, but I need to be more patient and pause. Auntie, that's good. And a perfect example of that's why this space is so beautiful, and I'm so grateful for it, because it's not just for my benefit. It's super beneficial for me, but it's a space to where when we all show up and we're all sharing, it's definitely serves as a benefit to others and all of us. So that's dope. It's doing what it's meant to do. So exactly trying to be positive no matter the situation. 100%. Taking a pause and a beat. Mike Jones. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Awesome, y'all. All right. So the chat is still on. If you are new to the space, we are going to take this thing out with a big energy record. Parental discretion advised. Now, it's not that racy, but there are a couple of lines, and when I know who's in the building, I'm always a little bashful. But big energy, ladies anthem, just high energy. It's a fun record. We're going to run the lyric video as we take this episode out. just drop your big energy comments, and I'll get those on the screen as the lyric video plays out. Again, thank you guys for being here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I am super grateful for the space. When this we hit end, there is work to do, but that is okay. We are here. So the mission continues. We have purpose. There is purpose. There is reason. Antan, all right. You shared, not letting stress allow me to make unhealthy choices. That's a good one. My goodness, I swear my food choices go crazy when I'm stressed out. Like just picking the worst of the worst, even inside of my vegan non-dairy diet. That's a good one. All right, let's run it, ladies and gentlemen. Have an amazing week. Happy first of the month. Be safe this weekend. We know the statistics that rise up on these holiday weekends. So be safe in those cars. Be safe in travel. Make good decisions, even if you are indulging. Keep it to a minimum. If you can, if you're home in the safety of your home, perfect. But if you're out and about, just be safe, make good decisions, and let's make it back around here. Another 7 days to see one another here on Mattie Mondays. Let me get this video on and popping. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Big energy.
Big steppers. Big. Let's go. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. They want to try, they know they can't handle me. Mesmerized cause I give them big energy. I got 50-11 fellas on my line with the drama. Yes. Wife drawn with me to be their baby mama. Yeah. I transform player, I am every woman. I need it all, no period, that's a comma. They lose their minds when I walk out. I put it on, left the flaws out. From my hair, nails, shoes. If you step up, he playing by my rules. Cause I got big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. They want to try, but they know they can't handle me. Mesmerized cause I give them big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. They want to try, but they know they can't handle me. Mesmerized cause I give them big energy. You ain't gotta like it, but they love it. They love it. Heating up 450 on the up. A1 top shelf, what's above it? Hater blockers on till I see you coming. They lose their minds when I walk out. I put it on, left the flaws out. From my hair, nails, shoes. If he step up, he playing by my rules. Cause I got big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. They want to try, but they know they can't handle me. Mesmerized cause I give them big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. They want to try, but they know they can't handle me. Mesmerized cause I give them big energy. Right foot, left foot, big step. Big step. Big moves, yeah, one after the other. Let's talk about it, salt and pepper. They in trouble, man, who gon' tell them? I'm a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. Not too many can confirm, that's why they sleep by me. INDEPE, Indie and T. Can't taste, can't touch, but you can pull up a seat. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. They want to try, but they know they can't handle me. Mesmerized cause I give them big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Big energy.